this unique combination results in Amerigo generating substantial free cash flow, which we are actually returning to shareholders through dividends and share buybacks.
Welcome to the NEI 500 CEO interview program, where the senior management from select listed companies will share their insights with the audience about their company's growth potential. In this episode, we had the opportunity to speak to Aurora Davidson, the CEO of Amerigo Resources, a TS6 listed company with a trading symbol of ARG. Amerigo Resources is a copper producing company in Chile. A few highlights our readers should know before watching the interview. Amerigo's 100% owned MVC operation in Chile has been producing copper concentrates since 1992. The company's business is done by processing tailings from Codelco's El Teniente mine, the world's largest copper mine. Amerigo has successfully completed the development of the historic high-grade Codelco tailings deposit. This investment has enabled MVC to produce substantially more copper at lower cash cost to at least 2037. Amerigo is a sustainable revenue-generating company where it pays a quarterly dividend to shareholders. The stock has been on a steady rise since announced it will restart paying quarterly dividend in 2021 Q4. Along with rising copper price and enhanced operation, the share price is currently trading at its 52-week high of $1.88. If you enjoy our video, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel so you can stay alert of our future content. Hi, Aurora. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having us for this interview. Looking forward to having an update chat with you.
For sure. So maybe for some of the newer audience who have not heard about your story yet, maybe you can give us a brief overview about your company, Amerigo Resources.
Sure. Happy to do that. Amerigo was founded in 2003 to acquire a company in Chile called MVC. We are the only company in the world that is fully focused on economically producing copper by processing tailings on a large scale. Our business is very simple to understand. What we do is that we essentially process the waste that is generated at El Teniente, the world's largest underground copper mine. In the mining business, this waste is known as tailings. These tailings come to our plant in two forms. We have the daily production from El Teniente, which we call fresh tailings. And then we have a second source, which are historical tailings. And like the name suggests, these were tailings that were built up over many decades from copper production at El Teniente. So we use that material, those tailings, in order to further produce copper from them. In 2021, we produced 63.4 million pounds of copper by processing tailings. We also produce molybdenum as a byproduct of the copper process that we have at our facility in Chile. Now, what's interesting about Amerigo is that it is highly levered to copper prices and generates substantial free cash flow under strong copper price conditions, such as the ones that we've been having since last year, essentially since 2020. At the same time, we do not have a lot of requirement of substantial capital expenditures called CapEx for exploration or for other plant investments, which is the case with most mining companies. So this unique combination results in Amerigo generating substantial free cash flow, which we are actually returning to shareholders through dividends and share buybacks.
Great to hear you. So you mentioned some of the benefits of the special processing business. I would like to go on to the next one. And what's the extra benefits of such operating business in being in Chile, in this region?
Absolutely. No, that's a great question as well. Chile is a very safe country to conduct business in. It has the lowest country risk in all of Latin America. Just to give you an idea of the importance of doing this type of copper business in Chile, Chile is the top copper producer in the world. 28% of global copper production comes from Chile. Mining is the best business that you could be conducting in Chile. The mining sector's contribution to Chile is huge. Last year, 11% of GDP came from mining. Mining represented half of Chile's exports. So Chile is a country that, first of all, understands mining and values the tremendous contribution that mining has to its national economy. It has great mining universities. So for us, it has been fantastic to operate in a region where we can have top world talent in the case of engineers, metallurgists, and other professions that are required in industry. So it's a very friendly and safe mining jurisdiction.
So by what I hear from you, your business with a great commodity price will be such a cash cow business. So I can ask you, what are the major success factors in operating such a sustainable business? Why not more other companies doing the same thing as you?
Well, that's a good question. And we spoke about some of the macro factors, right? Such as favorable copper price environment, operating in the right jurisdiction, as is the case with Chile. But going into the analysis of our business per se, I believe that having full clarity of our operational objectives has been key to our success. I always tell our team in Chile that we're in the business of producing copper, but we're also in the business of producing margin. It doesn't make any sense to simply focus on producing more tonnage if we cannot do it economically. So we look at our business from 3 points of view: production, operational continuity, and cost control. The three are quite important. They are all, in fact, integrated. We need to have a solid annual production plan with clear targets, and we have to measure them daily. We actually get a very good sense of how we're doing on a daily basis to ensure that we are on track to meet our guidance, which is a commitment that we have made to the market. We also need to ensure that the plant operates smoothly, that maintenance is up to date, that we're not going to have any unforeseen events that could cause a plant stoppage, that we have all of our environmental obligations being met so that we don't lose any days of important production, right? And of course, the third pillar is that we need to control our costs and our processes to ensure that we maximize our margins. So this discipline is very important during periods of low copper prices because it lets you keep your head out of the water. But in periods of stronger copper prices, it is really the catalyst that ensures that you're generating record levels of free cash flow.
So I also understand that your company has started paying dividends. And so how do you compare yourself with other companies that are paying dividends now in the market?
I like that question because the fact that we're paying dividends and simultaneously having share repurchase programs in place really is setting us apart from other mid-sized copper producers. To give you an example, yesterday when I was looking at the questions that you had sent me, I looked at our trailing 6-month share performance against other mid-tier copper producers, and our stock has gone up by 40%. Compared to 35%, 23%, and 12% in the case of the three other companies against which we're normally benchmarked with. So we're paying quarterly dividends. In December of 2021, we paid a dividend of 2 cents Canadian per share. And this March, we announced that the dividend will be increased by 50% to 3 cents per share Canadian. We also announced that we will be topping up dividends annually in order to return surplus cash to our shareholders. And really this commitment of returning capital is setting us apart, and the market is starting to recognize that.
Indeed, nice to hear that. And you talk about that income. Now let's talk about the growth. What's the growth plan for Amerigo?
Our real focus is to continue to meet our operational objectives, which at current copper prices really represent a growth in revenue, just from the fact of the impact of copper price per se, and also focus on cash flow generating capacity through the exposure to copper prices. We're fully exposed to copper, and we feel that this is also one of the differentiators that our company has. So this is where our real focus is. And now growth beyond our MVC operation could certainly occur under the right technical and contractual conditions. It would most certainly be something similar to what we have at MVC, where we would be able to take full advantage of the unique expertise that we have processing tailings. But to be totally candid, we are not seeking growth for the sake of growth. Any future expansion would need to make total economic sense for us to pursue it.
Great. And so in summary, why should investors consider investing in Amerigo right now?
It's very simple. Amerigo is a unique story. We're a copper producer in a prime jurisdiction. We're fully exposed to rising copper prices. We have no traditional mining risk. We have low capex requirements and a strong balance sheet. And this translates to us being essentially a company that generates substantial free cash flow, which we are returning to our shareholders.
So thank you again for your time, Aurora, today, for sharing your story and update to our audience here.
Perfect. I really appreciate the opportunity of being here and giving you this brief update.
Yes, thank you. See you next time.
If you enjoy our video, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel so you can stay alert of our future content.